Yo, shout out to everybody who's watching this. Shout out to Solo Traveler ORD. He bought one of these shirts. Shout out to him. In Passport We Trust. He the only one that bought one yet. But shout out to him. Hit that thumbs up even if y'all listen to this on the playback, rewind, all of that good stuff. David Israel, what up? Look, my Brazil cup. Today I'm not doing the wine thing. I'm doing actual vodka. I got another episode of Yes Yona's Life Before Travel on my other channel, so y'all be able to get to watch that tonight. I'm editing the video. We're gonna go from there. But let's talk about it. One of the big differences between foreign women and women in the United States of America, and I'm talking about international women, women that live overseas who are not influenced. Now, again, let's make it a distinction. When we mention foreign women, we mention women that have not been infiltrated by Western ideology, culture, anything that got to do with the West that's going to hurt them from their upbringing, their familiar structure, their language, their foods, their arts, even the particular religions that they choose, because that's a part of it. But here's the difference, right? Now this is only pertaining to these societies who haven't been engulfed in that, like with people that come from westernized societies. The big difference, now again, I gave you a distinction of which foreign women we're speaking about. Now, here's the difference between the two. The difference is foreign women in that construct I just built for that particular foreign women, the difference is they don't care about sex. Sex doesn't mean anything to these foreign women, right? They're trying to earn your heart. And I've said, you heard me say that before. They're trying to earn your heart. See, in the United States of America, they think that their lower member, the women that got their lower member in that region, right, the lower flat member, that lower flat member that deals with women, they think that's the end all be all. They think that that's something held up here, right? The exception many foreign women have made is men have the ultimate choice to them being in a relationship. They cool with that. They like, yo, the only way I'm gonna get this man if I win his heart. And they know this. They have gotten this over the last hundreds to thousands of years. They know this. Their culture teaches them, yeah, they could get that from anybody. But you know what's rare that a man would give up? His actual heart. And they know this. So they know when they deal with foreign men, especially certain kind of, because men are different from their society. So when they meet a man that's different, they can tell when that man is different. They can tell when he's not like your men. He's not like the men in their culture. They can tell. They can tell. So that's the dope part about all of this. Is when you see that that distinction, or when you see that separation, it's like it's cool. It's like it's cool. And dudes need to apply that accordingly. And I tell most guys, I'm like, bro, you doing a backwards thing. Y'all going to these countries chasing sex. I'm like, sex is easy to get. That's easy. I said, what more do you want? If you just want sex, that's cool. That's cool. It's out there for you. You could pay for it. You could get it for free. You could rub it, flip it. You could turn it. You ain't got to go all the way overseas for that. We know this. Some dudes choose to because the femininity is different, and I agree with them. So they're like, well, I choose to go this far because there's a difference, which there is. And we talked about those levels throughout the years. So I'll mention that in a second. But in my book on femininity, I give you those 4 levels that women need in order for you to understand and know that they are feminine. And if women don't exude that, practice that, or express that, they're not feminine. And the majority of women in America aren't doing it in those 4 levels in that manner. They're not going to sit there and be in the presence of men, trying to be around spaces that are trying to argue with them, trying to compete with them. No. No, men should be doing that amongst men. Not to try to get one over on us, but we should be in environments where we can exchange. But most of the time when we come together, there's always ends up in turmoil. Because somebody's trying to one-up somebody. No, we're trying to gain understanding. Most of us traveling guys. So, and that's what foreign women know. In the United States of America, you know you're trying to buy their affection. That's never going to work. You're trying to buy your way into no. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. You don't feel, over time, it could take you 10, 20 years. But over time, you're like, what in the hell did I do? But with foreign women, we don't get that. So I'm just saying there's this separation as far as dating. They don't care. I told y'all this story before. When me and my first chick from foreign land got together, sex wasn't a problem. That was like, bro, when I dropped my bags, she dropped her clothes. Because we built that connection throughout our interactions online before I even got to that country, but it wasn't a problem. She was trying to say, yo, let me dig in this guy's mind because I want to see, she never asked me for a damn thing. Never asked me for nothing. That's crazy. I told y'all when I sent her money, she left it in there. She didn't even go get it. So it's like all of these things that we used to hear, oh, y'all got to do that. Oh, y'all got to, no, the most you got to do is get on the plane and fly for a few hours. That's the most you have to do. That's the most, if that's the most extreme thing I have to do and the most intense thing that I have to do, now other things follow that. But look at Atlanta. We're looking at Atlanta. Look at all the shootings and killings that's been happening. Man, Atlanta got hundreds and hundreds of shootings in less than a month and a half. That's crazy, bro. People I just wake up and just want to shoot somebody. So you say, oh, you got to worry about that. Or look at the diseases in Atlanta. That's why I'm not touching not one of you. I don't want nothing. I'm cool. I'm cool. You're quiet. What up, bro? Oh, shit. Like, I'm cool. I don't have to touch it. So you say, oh, they got disease. Every trope that y'all use or every angle that you guys try to take, there's always an answer for that is worse in America. So. Trying to be their antagonist. So I'm like, that's what I'm telling fellas to look forward to, yo, because it's dope when you can have that. I told you again, this is in my new book that hasn't been released. I don't even think I'm going to release it. I'm going to just write this book and just let it sit on the shelf for years. But in the new book, I break down the 50, 25, 25 like activity or percentage activity or whatever you want to call it. Because I think you should spend 50%, again, it's an action, it's a certain action. 50% with your guard dog, 25% with somebody outside of her, and then 25% doing your thing in other things in that country. So in the 50%, you could do some of that stuff with your guard dog, but you got to do 25% of things without her. Just you releasing your mind, you going to that country and just having a good time. You have to do that as men. The same way I'm telling you how to maintain your foreign masculinity is the same thing. Like if you want to go and do jujitsu, if you go over to Asia, you want to look at the Buddhists and you want to practice martial arts over in Asia. You want to go down to Brazil to practice jiu-jitsu. You want to go to Africa and practice the original capoeira. You can. It's like whatever you do to get that energy out of you, that fun energy, amongst people that can teach you some things in that art. If that's what you want to do to release. If you want to box, if you want to train with them and lift weights with the local men there. You see what I'm saying? 25% have to be on you. That must be your time as a man to relinquish some of that energy. Or you need to just descansar. You need to just rest. Do it. Do it. Rest and relax and just chill. But you have to have that time. So you must have that time to yourselves. So I'm telling you, that's what you must do. And you got to understand those differences. Women appreciate that, especially in those countries. Because let me just tell you, naturally, many of these women, like all these other countries, they're jealous. Many of the foreign women are they're not even jealous. They like magnetic. They think, is this, and I call it, again, something I'm giving you from my book. I call it magnetic. And again, I'm no doctor. I don't have no special. I'm just talking about naturally. I call it the magnetic syndrome. And that's when a foreign woman gets with you, right? She locks onto you. She automatically puts a magnet in you, and you don't even know it's there. You're like, yo, yes, what do you mean? You know how you got a name tag, right? One of the name tags is the metal and the other name tag has the magnets on it. Same exact thing. When you put that name tag in the inside of your shirt, that's the magnet. When you take and that's the metal. And as soon as you, boom, it clips. You don't even have to do anything. It's the same way foreign women do with you. Same exact way. You have an automatic magnet in you that she placed in you and you don't even know it. It's like invisible. So what happens is when you come to her country, it's automatically implanted in you. Automatically, especially if she like you and you guys built that connection. Now, if you don't know her, it's going to be, it's not going to be there. That's fleeting. Mark B, what up, bro? That's fleeting. But when you get to our country and you built a connection with her, automatically you got that magnet on. And let me tell you what it entails with this magnet. Now, the metal part of the magnet can have anything on it. Anything. You know how some people put on their fridge, they'll put pictures underneath a magnet on their fridge. Especially depending on the strength of the magnet and the size of it, right? The bigger the magnet, the more things go under that on the fridge door. So when somebody buys a magnet and they come in from a certain country and they bring in a flag of that country, a place of that country, a figure from that country, they put it on their refrigerator, right? They put it on their fridge. And what they do is they usually put a picture behind there. You'll see a picture. You'll see an invitation to a wedding. You'll see all this stuff starting to pile behind that strong magnet. It's the same way foreign women do with you. You just don't know it. They'll place the magnet on you, and now they'll put themselves against that magnet. So now they hook to you. They think you guys are hooked. That's what they think. You guys are hooked. So what's going to go behind that magnet? Well, time is going to go behind that magnet. Just like you would a fridge, but you're the actual human magnet. Time is going to go behind there. Attention is going to go behind there like never before. Them not wanting you to leave their sight when you're in their country is going to go behind that, right? Certain foods are going to go behind that. That's what happens. You're a walking magnet to those women who you made a connection with, bro. Now, if we've seen that before too. Prostitutes falling in love, but I don't think that's a good idea. Hell, matter of fact, I know it's not a good idea. All them bodies, nah. So, and you say, well, what about the other girl? You don't know if she, we know those, you're saying the same old arguments that have been said for the past 20 years, 15 years, 30. We're already equipped to not even pay attention to those counter arguments. Just focus on fellas. Don't worry about what everybody think. See, that's the problem with guys who, if that's what you want, if you call her, if you feel you're the prize, right? And you call and she's waiting for you, as we see, there's evidence of that, go out there and chill with her. I'm not going to stop being me. You shouldn't stop being you, dude. I shouldn't have to tell you that by now. Y'all listen to me for so many years. Go do you. Don't focus on anything like that because, dude, you got it. And but I'm just telling you what goes behind that. And she's not going to want to leave from around you. I've seen women take off for weeks at a time. Like, I was out in Brazil for, I told you, what was that, 2 weeks. Leia took off of work for almost all of those weeks. Literally took off from work. I'm like, what are you doing? She didn't want to leave my side, bro. She didn't want to leave my side. That's the magnet effect. Foreign women do that all around. She actually took off for work because she didn't want to leave my side. I'm like, what are you doing? She like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I said, no, I'm going. No. Yes, I need to tell you about the dangers. I need to be around you. I want to eat with you. I want to go to certain landmarks. Again, the 3 L's what men have going foreign. Liquor, ladies, and landmarks. We know this. You can't get around it. Men want liquor, ladies, and landmarks. Those are the 3 things that we want. And she wants to spin your magnet, not a guard dog. We're going to start calling them magnets. Your magnet. Forget the guard dog. We're going to call them magnets. That magnet, she wants to be around you. She wants to. And let me tell you what happened. You say, well, why are they so jealous? Because you know what happens? Those other women around her in those other countries, not like America. They're not like the women in the United States of America. Women in the United States of America, she ain't worried about, if she don't, especially if you guys built a connection, she don't feel the same connection that a foreign woman does. A foreign woman knows that at any moment, that other woman could be a magnet in her mind. Let me repeat. You know why she doesn't want to leave? She know at any time, any one of those women could be a piece of metal connecting to your magnet that she put on you. This is what they build in their mind, fellas. They do this, and they do it effortlessly because it's in them, it's ingrained in them. So when you see her, bro, she's thinking she could be a piece of metal and get on his magnet. She could move me out the way. She could be a piece of metal. She could be a piece of metal. He's a foreigner. He's exotic. He's this. He's that. In their minds, in foreign women's minds, you don't think so because you're used to trying to buy a woman's affection, and even when you get it, it's not genuine. That's your normality. And that's wrong. That's completely wrong. It's absurd. When I go out there, she know I'm 6'7". She know for a fact that there's a woman waiting in her country. It could be the downstairs neighbor. It could be the woman down the street. She knows for a fact that a 6'7" motherfucker walking in her country could get any motherfucking woman he want. She knows this. She knows it. This is not even a question. She knows that a 5'7" dude who coming in with his Chris T, he coming in with his foreign little actions, activities, his mannerisms. She knows for a fact that that little 5'7" dude could be wanted by anybody in their country. It's just facts. You don't have to be a certain... Yeah, we've seen this. Look at MC Bin Laden in Brazil. That dude weighed like 300 pounds, but they love him. They don't care. Look at Betty Cliss. He don't have to have a mic as long as he a foreigner and look like Betty Cliss, who's a dark-skinned dude who weighs 300 pounds, and MC Bin Laden is a considered, I don't know, is he considered as a white Brazilian? Probably. He could be on that borderline. But he's a white Brazilian. You got a black Brazilian who's my color, who weighs 300 pounds, and women love them two dudes. Love them. And they're not as tall as me, but women love them. Because they're and they're big guys. And you see many videos with big guys in these countries with beautiful women. Skinny, short guys with beautiful women. Hell, the average woman in South America is probably like 5'2". Y'all remember I did this show talking about the average height of all of these women. So they don't care for height. They're used to short guys. They're used to overweight guys. They're used to tall guys. They're used to tall and skinny. They're used to tall and fat. It doesn't matter. You guys built it in your mind because you're basing it off your American sick psycho ideology that's been ingrained in you. You have that problem. I'm like, dudes, you have that problem. That's the difference between American women, United States of America women, and foreign women in many of these countries, most of these countries. And you guys don't get it. It doesn't compute here that you're the prize, you're the one that they choose, you choose them, and all of whatever people come up with to try to make it sound so witty and tactful. You've been that. As a foreigner, I don't care if you're coming from the UK, you've been that as a foreigner going to these island countries or any of these you've been that. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be nowhere near it. They're trying to win your heart, you idiot. Now, is there some resemblance of they want a certain guy? Yes. But in Brazil, let me talk about this, because all of a sudden when I've been saying this 2 million thing, people are associating this 2 million thing with America also. Bull. They got that from here, listening to me, and now they're associating all of these people with 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, and everybody just using that 2 million all of a sudden. Where are your numbers for that? In Brazil, there's 2.1 million more women than men. In Ethiopia, there's 1.1 more million. 1.1 million more women than men. And we could go to India, we could go to Bali, we could go to Philippines, we could go to Thailand, we could do all of these numbers to suffice. We could go to continent, we could go to Europe, we could go to every continent you want to imagine. There will still be more women in many of these sections that us, United States of America men travel to, that outnumber women. Women outnumber men in many of these. So that's why the men don't care. Yo, if you go to their country, you're an idiot. You haven't done your due diligence. You haven't studied to know these things. I got a book about this thick with nothing but information. Because you got to know these things so you could pull them up at any moment. And that's what I'm telling you guys. So because she don't like you, you think that 2 million other women, because that one don't like you, you got 2,099,000. 2,099,000 waiting for you. 2,099,000. I'll bet my odds against that. That other one don't want you. Now you got 2,098,000. You got 2 million, and the list goes on and on and on and keeps going up. It keeps going down. It don't matter. It keeps going up for you. But on your list, it goes down because now you're checking off numbers, so the numbers are going down of all of your options. But I'd rather have 2 million over there whose femininity is intact, their familiar culture is intact, their love is intact, them wanting to win your heart is intact, them not being infiltrated by westernized ideologies intact, all of these good things. You mean to tell me you wouldn't take that risk versus in America? Do the due diligence, do the numbers in your head, yo. Y'all always talking about this, yo, options, options, options. Then when I put it on the table and present these options to you and put these numbers to you that nobody doesn't do when they talk about these type of subjects because they don't know. They don't do enough research. They haven't done it. They haven't done years of research of this. That's why they come over here and they get a guise of where I'm going and they try to go to their channels and flip their topics. And it don't work because it's not in them. It wasn't given to them. It wasn't given to them. That's why most of these travel dudes, they can't grasp it. They try to mimic, but it doesn't work because it's not in them. I first started philosophizing all of this. My philosophies, while people sit on the women, beaches. I was like, I'm gonna sit on camera when nobody want to watch, and I'm gonna talk to the fellas. When nobody wants to watch, I'm gonna be here telling the fellas, like, listen, you have a myriad of options. You have a plethora, everything, a gumbo pot full of options. You don't even know it. You don't even know it because you're thinking small. And I'm like, no, I'd rather have 2 million in you never even left your town. Some of you have never even left your town and gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Leave your town first. Leave the country at least 7 times a year before you can come talk to me. You can't even leave your own country 7 times a year. You leave 1 or 2 times and then gonna tell me what I don't know. And I've been to Brazil 27 times, working on my 28th time in a few weeks. You can't talk to me about this. Can't talk to me about this. I put in too much work. I studied. While you was worried about women, I was in the lab in these countries, speaking to the locals, being around their families, seeing the women in their essence that you have no interest in. Y'all, hell, I went to Brazil last year before the you-know-what hit. Y'all remember I was out there. Y'all remember I was out there at New Year's. You remember. You remember I was out there. I ain't touching out one woman. That trip was just to get to know Brazil even more. Wasn't about women. And a woman laid on her, y'all remember, she laid on my hotel bed with her big, nice little in Brazil. I told her to get up off that bed. Come on, let's go. She was like, what? I was like, get up off that bed. Come on, let's go. And she didn't mind. She went out the door with me. But she only wanted to do something if I wanted to do it. She was only concerned with me. Not her trying to get her rocks off like y'all concerned with. I don't care about women. Bro, you think I care about women trying to get their rocks off? See, you dudes are concerned with that. You think you're trying, oh, I got to pleasure her. She's going to go to somebody else. You're an idiot. That's why you're a magnet. Let me flip this to you. That's why you're a magnet. Because she wants to please you in every way. I don't care if it's 20 years from now, 30 years from now. She wants you to be hers. She'll do anything. She don't have to get nothing out the deal. She just wants your heart. You guys miss that. So you get up there and put your mouth on her. You don't need to do all that. What the hell are you putting your mouth on her for? I told you. One time Leia called me a sad F. You know what that F means? She said, oh, you are a sad F. And then she come back. I didn't put my mouth on her. At the time that she said that comment, I was just trying to get my rocks off and she came back. When you down there trying to please them with your mouth, man, if you don't get your butt up, she only cares about pleasing you in every way. She got more of a threat than you do. She know when you walk out that door, you being a foreigner, you're good to go. They know this. You don't know it. Because you're so used to buying American women's affection. You're used to buying their love. And that don't even last, because as soon as you run out of money, they're gone. Women have always done that for years. You don't need to put no certain name or title on it that they're using now. It's been done for eons. The moment you run out of money in westernized or wealthy, affluent countries, they're out the door. And the better they look, the faster they're going to run. You're going to be running. You're going to have so much air running behind them with your pockets empty and pulled out and running behind them in jeans, and the wind is stopping you because all that air is getting trapped in your pockets, slowing you down, and she going to be taking off, running behind the nearest jet she can get to. Low-key, what up, bro? Have an abundance mentality. Exactly. You dudes always, you think small, and I'm like, dude, I don't care how you look, man. Get out there and get it. Know the difference between the two. It'll save you a lot of stress. And earlier, that's why I wasn't even gonna go live, because the next episode, y'all see, I got what I'm dealing with. You will get to hear my pops on the phone on that episode, chopping it up with me on my other channel. You'll get to hear that episode. Before, y'all know, always get ready to do these videos before we leave the country. A major, when we go out there more than 7 days, if I'm going to be out there, I do it on the other channel, Yes Jonas, and what I do before we about to travel. So that episode is coming. I'm going to do a few more episodes before we leave. But so if you want to see that, you got to tune into my other channel. But it's just crazy, man. All of the names of the cities in Brazil and the states, every state in Brazil, Rio, Fortaleza, Natal, Brasília, Recife, Amazonas, Curitiba, Minas Gerais, Distrito Federal, Bahia. Y'all know Salvador Bahia. Shout out to them, man. Everybody. São Paulo, Sierra, what else? That's about it. Oh, Maranhão, Porto Alegre. What else? Florianópolis, Belo Horizonte. Got everything on this cup, y'all. I love my Brazil stuff. Man, I got so much Brazil stuff, man. I never even showed it on camera. But DM the Traveler, what up, man? J. Clyde, what up? 6, MWIOC, bro. But I'm telling you dudes, you got this backwards. I could call J. Clyde on the phone right now. Bro, I'm a master at this, bro. He'll tell you everything I'm telling you. I wish he could tell that story. I don't know if he want to put his business out there. I wish Clyde can tell that story of, he don't have to drop a name. Oh, man, I wish he could tell it, but I don't think he want his business out there like that. You got women in these other countries who are begging you to be with them. Yo, they're literally begging. Bro, if you brought these women to America, drop their dimes. Dimes. It's not even a question. He said, I'll tell it in 10 years. And forget J. Clyde. Yo, J. Clyde, let me tell you, J. Clyde been real fucked up toward me, man. And this is real talk. He been fucked up to your boy. J. Clyde probably stressing just like me. Grego's going crazy. Grego literally had lost his mind. Grego literally lost his mind. Grego is out there in the Atlanta baseball stadium right now. I never seen Grego go in the house. I've yet to see him be in the house, even when he in America. Y'all got to see this. That amazes me, bro. When y'all meet Grego, y'all going to be like, yo, Grego really, he goes in, sleeps, goes right back out. This is amazing, bro. To see something like that is just astounding. But you guys get what I'm saying. So to see Jay Clyde and to see that transformation, that when I met him, DL, thanks a lot, man. MG Virgie, shout out to you, man. I'm always giving you a shout out, even when you're not on here. I know you're still watching, bro. Thanks for the cash out. But Jake, to see Jay Clyde go through that transformation, like it's crazy, bro. When you first met him and you first chop it up with him privately till now, bananas. Bananas. And we got proof. We got actual, how do you call that? We got all of these working theories right now. We got evidence right now, current evidence, active evidence of all of what I'm telling you how foreign women are. See, you know what I noticed with foreign women? They could read your energy. So if you're desperate, they could tell. If you don't give a flying F, but they know that they could still try to win your heart. See, that's the difference. You fellas got to understand. You got to not give a damn, but you can't give a damn to the point where they can't win your heart. That's a fine line. If any foreign woman feels, I don't care where it's at, I done did my test, if they open up these damn countries, I can go overseas, man. I could go further so I can show you the proof. They open up these damn countries, I'll be over there. I would have been over in Europe. Ain't nothing to go over there. Ain't nothing to go over to Europe. Just a hop and a skip. Dude, act like it's, I gotta go through. Man, get the hell out of here. That's just as much time you spend going to Brazil for 10 hours is the same thing you could do over there, but you gotta add 7 more hours to it. With all the damn planes you gotta keep jumping on. I'm sorry, dude. I apologize. But all I'm telling you is we've gotten proof of this. We put this to work. Like we've put this theory, this experiment, we've put this in play, and this experiment works. It's a fine line. It's a very fine line, bro. You got to show that you care, but then you got to fall back a little bit. But then you got to show that you care, and then you got to fall back a little. This is what I always tell you. If you got a woman that you're rocking with overseas, put them to work. You guys don't understand. Y'all hear my lies, turn it off, and then go back to the garbage that you've been listening to. And that's an error. You got to put these women to work. I got one woman right now doing some, and guess what? I put my status up. Do you know one of my old women who I used to deal with, who y'all see on these videos, who I don't talk to no more? She tried to hit me up. Oh, you here? It's like, man, get your ass out of here. Go talk to them dudes who know you yes Jonas leftovers. Everybody's somebody's leftover, let's just be real. But to know that you're yes Jonas leftovers and he don't want you. Oh, that's a wonderful feeling. Any of y'all talk to the ones I put on camera? People gonna front you out in these groups. You're like, yes, Jonas went on camera and say he don't want her. And she's still calling him and you trying to talk to them. All them dudes are, I talked to her or such and such, and did you meet her? No. You're getting my leftovers that I don't want, dude. Tough cookie, huh? But the cookie's molded. I wouldn't want to talk to those that I know somebody. No, sir. But you dudes are so desperate that you'll take anything, even overseas. This is sick mentality to me. You're the prize. You're the catch. You're the cat's meow. All of these terms that I've been hearing online that people been using in their videos. I'm like, you're all of that. You don't need to beg any one of these foreign women to be with you. Not one. That's why I told you guys, stop looking at their profiles. Just keep swiping right. Stop looking at their profiles. Don't even look at the pictures. Don't even get enticed. You're an idiot. Like all the pictures, close the app and let God sort them out. When you get back on there, whoever matched with you, whoever sent you a message, that's who you deal with. Stop getting on Tinder and all these sites and, oh, she's pretty, going through her profile. You're an idiot. All it leads to is disappointment, because you're going to desire her because of her beauty, and when none of them that you desire don't hit you back, your heart is going to be broken. Don't do that, dude. You're an idiot if you do that. I just swipe right. Whoever I look at comes on, I'm like, okay, she want to talk to me, I want to talk to her, cool. We'll go from there. If she looks like Who Shot Sam, unmatched, I don't care how good her heart is, unmatched, she's not for me. See, here's the difference between foreign women and American women. Foreign women don't date you the way American women do. Only the foreign women that program. That's why I differentiated, and when I first started this stream, what types of foreign women we're talking about. Because think about this. If that foreign woman's father, right, is a fat guy, big guy, but he's a good guy, right, always rock with her. He always rock with her. And all she knows is her father being chubby, but he's a good man. He works hard. He takes care of the family. You know what she's going to seek? Somebody that looks at, and she'll be drop dead gorgeous. And she'll be looking for somebody who reminds her of her father. Just inherently, she'll inherit that just by being in that environment, that culture, and that's all she knows is her good father. You see how this works? People don't delve into psychology of foreign women, but I do. Let me repeat that. If her father is a dark black man and she turned out bright yellow, bright white, whatever you want to call it, and her father's a black, skinny, African-looking man, you know who she's going to be attracted to? With a good heart? Who got good energy? Somebody that reminds her pops. That's how nature does. But you fail to realize this. So you try to go to the women who are not cultured. You're an idiot. You try to go to the women who told you that they were prostitutes. You're an idiot. You try to make these women your girl. Now, of course, if you want to get your rocks off, go get your rocks off. You can do what you want with your money. This is for the dudes that want guard dogs, that want magnets. Or want to be magnets, I should say. This is for those dudes. This ain't for you. But I'm just telling you the psychology of these foreign women. Because I know them. Dudes on YouTube don't know them like me. They don't. They know them from a Western stance, yes. But foreign women don't act like that. So if you part of that woman's culture, for instance, I can guarantee you if you ask any one of your foreign women, what made you attracted to me? Don't do it. Because it's going to make you look. Don't do it. Because she's going to wonder where this question is coming from. You got to do it when you guys are chilling, when you looking at family. Or like you got to slip it in there when you looking at, like say if you going to her cousin and them getting engaged or married in her country, right? And you happen to be there. And they're celebrating 5 years to be together. Just ask her, so what made you, I see them, this is nice, right? And say, well, what made you start talking to me? And then look at her father. Or hear that foreign woman in her environment talk about her father that she knows. Or talk about what she knows about her father, what she cherishes if he's gone. Just listen to her. Just listen to her. And look at pictures of her pops. I guarantee you will look like her pops. I guarantee you that'll be a resemblance, but you will be a younger version. Or they like older men, so you might be the same older version. They like older men in these countries. That's normal for a younger woman. And a woman tried to talk to me in Brazil last night. She's 19 years old. She already has a child at 19. Already has a child. And she's trying to talk to me because, again, I told you I just swipe on anything. So I don't know who I'm getting. Again, swipe on every woman. Let God sort them out. You're the chooser. She, 18, a pretty woman. Bad. So first question was, oi, tudo bem. Yeah, I know, here go J. Clyde. oi, tudo bem. Yeah, I went, she hit me up. Oi, tudo bem, how are you, all that good shit. Then, guess what her next question was? After we exchanged numbers, her next question was, how old are you? She sort of, you see the gray? I ain't covering it up. I ain't like these dudes putting that car armor oil on they, not me. That slick oil on their beards. Cool, that's what you like doing? I'm not doing it. I don't need to do it. So she said, her next question was, how old are you? I said, yo, I'm 38. And now, mind you, look at all them years I got by her. She's 19 years old, just turned 19. Got a child already. I'm 38 years old. And so I said, I'm 38. I said, is that cool with you? If not, I said, it was good that we exchanged numbers, but I got to go. Just like that. You know what she said? No, I don't care about that. This foreign woman who I almost got by 20 years, well, more than 20 years, well, almost 20 years. But this foreign, because she just turned 19. But this foreign woman who's 19 years old, grown, mature, legal woman, I'm 38 years old. She still wants to talk to me. I got her by 19 years. 19 years I got over her. And she still wants to talk to me. And I said, well, I'm not giving you anything. She said, okay. She said, I don't want anything from you. I was like, what? I said, I go to different countries. She said, okay. I said, now this is a pretty ass woman, 19 years old, can have all these dudes on who be simping over women will be dropping, oh, I'm coming to your country now. I ain't doing that. I said, I'll be there when I be there. I'll be in your country when I be in your country. I said, but you're very beautiful. I said, we'll talk in the morning. But I'm showing you. I'm not going, okay, you're okay, what else do you have to offer? You already got knocked up. So I'm dealing with leftovers already. I hate to say it like that. It sounds harsh. But I'm somebody's leftovers. Look at all the women I done been with. So, it can sound harsh on my end too. Why you calling yourself leftovers? But they ain't gonna say that. They just gonna say I'm calling her leftovers. They ain't gonna care about me. Even though she wants to talk to me. That's why I don't deal with propaganda. That's why I just do me. That's why I don't really talk about race, ethnicity, group in a category. I don't talk about that. Some of the most beautiful foreign women is legal, and she even has a child. Ugh. That's what I was like. What made you get pregnant so young? I don't understand it. But look at her femininity is still intact. Look at her familiar structure, even though she didn't do what her parents wanted her to do, and she told me that. She slipped up. But look, she's a single mother overseas and her femininity is still intact. She still listens. I told her what to do and she did it with no problem. And I tested her. She's willing to do whatever I want. Whatever. So a pretty foreign woman. Hit that thumbs up. I didn't have to beg. I didn't have to try to talk slick to, and no, none of that. All I got to do is get on the plane and she's waiting. That's the difference between you and us. Melvin, what up, bro? Six. Spade, Sam, what up, bro? That's all she had to do. Get on a plane, and she's waiting. I ain't gonna give y'all no more of this stuff. I ain't gonna give y'all no more secrets. Y'all won't even hit the thumbs up. All these people that have been in and out of here, and look how many thumbs up we got. Like Rollo said, they peepers. I'm just chilling on my day off. Man, it's wonderful. I'm just out here chilling. It was a rough day today. My next channel, y'all gonna see it. But I'm telling you, so when you see these foreign women, you got to understand that their mindset is not like American women, but you think they're so beautiful. I don't know why you dudes do this. You think the prettier they are, you just add in difficulty on your part. The prettier these foreign women are, the more you add on difficulty. The more many men who travel overseas begin to assume that she's a particular way. And I'm like, dude, she ain't a particular way. Dude, cut it out. She wants you, but your ass don't even know it, and you about to ruin it. She likes masculinity. Now, you ain't got to be pompous. You ain't got to do all that, because I don't do that. I don't talk to these women crazy. Are you? No. Why would you talk to women crazy? Why would you talk to anybody crazy? I don't get on the phone with Jay Clyde and be just talking crazy to Jay. This is a man. You respect him. She's a woman. You respect her. But you could be honest. Most of these dudes they don't like that. That's why they stopped talking to those dudes. You're an ass. For what? There's no need for it. When it comes to that part, like sometimes what I run into overseas, when it comes to that part, then I act accordingly. Just be a dickhead. Are you crazy? I cursed a lot in this stream, man. Just bothered today. Just very bothered. Jay Clyde ain't making no better. Jay Clyde ain't making no better. He been fucked up. Gregor ain't making no better either, man. Talking all that crazy stuff in the chat. He in the WhatsApp group. Gregor being in this WhatsApp group, and our WhatsApp group going crazy. Just going bananas. It's going bananas. And this what triggered this conversation, what Gregor said earlier, that American women think they're somebody because they got their little box between their legs. Loki Harris said, dropping gems though, yes. Thanks a lot, man. People just gonna steal us and go to their channels. They ain't gonna give credit where credit is due. Of course they listen. They come in here, they listen for about 3 minutes, leave, realize that there's nothing on YouTube. Then they return, listen, it gets back up to about 20-something people. Then they drop off again. We know how this goes. Because they don't know about foreign women. None of these guys. Even the guys that you say dating, they don't know about foreign women. They come over here, hear my information, and it triggers something in them, and they stick to that topic. Thank you. Thank you. Because you know I don't want your women in the United States of America. You know that. Y'all have got that by now. It's been years me saying, I don't want your women, and I don't. I can have them. It's not hard to get them. Jay Clyde proved it on camera live in front of y'all when we did the little anniversary. And then shout out to Ed and all of them cats that were good guys. Shout out to them. Even though they wasn't chatting in the chat, but no hard feelings toward them. Shout out to Ed. Ed is my dude, man. If I see Ed tomorrow, me and Ed will dap it up. So shout out to them fellas. I don't got no hard feelings toward none of them. For them the good guys who didn't go around stirring up trouble, gossiping in the group, they just didn't, their activity was less. And you know, when you, shout out to Ed. He's always been cool, always been a good, never that I know of, went in like that. Now, of course, he probably said something about, I probably said something pertaining to the group and stuff like that, how it went. But other than that, no, I don't got no problem with him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have he don't even think about me. Ed got too much going on his plate, and so many other cats that left. So, or maybe I'll start a new group and they could come in a new one and not the old one, where I just put travel on there. There's a lot of guys. But I enjoyed my time. I got animated. We still got time, so I'm going to still sit here and chat with y'all. But it's like, sometimes I could get animated, but I'm telling dudes to just pay attention to what's happening. Because Leia showed me her pops, and I looked at her pops. Her pops is a little lighter than me, about 3 shades lighter than me. But I was tall like her pops, skinny like her pops, and I'm like, I got a bald head like her pops. And I'm like, hold up. He just looked like a lighter version of me. And then when it clicked in me, how foreign women choose their men, it clicked. And they really go by that. See, United States of America women talk like that, but they try to date men how we date them. We want a gorgeous, beautiful, and the women in their minds, I want a gorgeous, beautiful. Like, ladies, shut up. Like, you're going to be more beautiful than I am. She's going to be beautiful, and I'm going to be ugly. That's just how it is. It's always been like that for men and women. Especially back in the thousands of years ago when we had more hair on our faces. Everybody wasn't in Egypt with the bald faces, bro. They couldn't afford to trim their faces every day like that. That was a luxurious thing, which you trim your face. Usually it was beards back in those times. Many of the people had beards. Many of the Africans that you see had hair and it was woolly. That's how it was. It wasn't this crisp cut or shave and every day. No, that was only for the people that can afford it in those times. Go look up the research, bro. Meaning all those people had hair, beards, facial hair. That's only now when you get that. So women haven't been like that for but we've always wanted beautiful women since the dawn of time. So you can miss me with that. They need to date like us. No, that's why all of them single. Because they're trying to date like men. Men have never been as pretty as, men have never been as good looking as women have been good looking. It's never been like that. Men have always been the lesser of the lookers. Men have always been like that. Men have always been the lesser of lookers. And the dude that was in town, that was the rich, pretty boy, all the women fawned over him. It wasn't the lady who got to go and travel 50 miles just to go get water. It wasn't her liking him because that wasn't a representation of her father. Y'all believe all these Disney movies. Those movies are not correct. The men weren't like that. Would look like the Tarzan dude, who he's in Tarzan. All of them Africans around him. He come from Europe and now he's Tarzan. It wasn't like that. Those are movies, bro. Those are movies. He gonna go in the heart of Africa with people, dark people, and he's light and he become Tarzan. That's movies. You dudes fell for that. His back is a little bit bigger. He's more cut up. He can swing from. You dudes believe this stuff. Men have never been as good looking as women. It has never gone like that. This modern society has made it like this. Men have always been the uglier creatures when it comes to dating and marriage. Men have always been uglier. But you dudes let dudes tell you, yo, go get in the gym. Yo, go do that. You're an idiot. Now, should you be healthy? Yes. Should you have a healthier outlook on life? Yes. But that doesn't entail that I've seen dudes who don't have that mass. They built like Shaq when Shaq was in his prime. Shaq was never cut. Shaq had a different type of versus the dude who actually got the cuts. The 12 pack. It's never been like that. Society made you think it was like that. The women in America made you think it was like that. The women over there in UK who fall under that superficial mantra, they made you think it was like that. And you dudes fell for it. That's why you could go overseas and be who you are and get a beautiful woman. So miss me with that. And these dudes teaching game telling you that because women have taught them to say that dumb shit. And these dudes teaching you game got you goose thinking that. That's why I don't care what you think of me. You can call me whatever and I'm still going to go overseas and get one of the prettiest women out. I don't care what you think of me. Call me whatever name you want, motherfucker. Call me whatever name you want. Don't care. I'm still going to go overseas and get the women that I prefer, that I desire, that I want, that I choose. It's in my control. You dudes missed the point of all of this. You let the women lead you to think that everybody was a damn Tarzan. Everybody was a Brad Pitt of Troy. You let women make you think that you're an idiot. You made them think that you had to be the Black Panther. Oh, he's the chosen, he's the king's line. Every dude is supposed to look like him, supposed to be fit like him, supposed to be desired like him. You're an idiot. You let the media do this to your mind. Not I. That's why I get them. That's why I go over there and have them. That's why I can choose. People are like, dude, yo, yes, I can't find the women that I want. I'm going overseas that I wanted short hair. I got her. I wanted her. I don't care how she's thicker. I don't care. Who cares about that? That's why I got Sao Paulo, the other Sao Paulo that y'all never seen on camera. She's a little bitty little thing. Pretty. I got her because I wanted her. That's why you're seeing the other Sao Paulo who can suck a basketball through a straw. Her. Because I wanted her. That's why I had Leia. Because I wanted her. And I can go on and on and on. You could call me whatever name in the book, but I can get a attractive foreign woman. Some I never even put on camera. But I get them. This is dope talking like this. You know it makes dudes angry who want to hate on Yes Jonas when I talk like that? Instead of saying, yo, he's right. It taps their heart. I ain't got to get in the gym. I'm skinny. I don't give a damn what you think. I go jog. That's about it. But I don't got to get in no gym. You see this skinny little arm, this puny little arm? Strong as an ox, but I'm puny. Don't care. You dudes got to get in there. I don't got to do that. I'm going to sit here right here and be skinny and smoke these cigars. If I was fat, I'd sit right here fat and smoke these cigars in front of you. I don't care. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. Y'all hate this type of talk because it's not in you. You got to build this type of talk, but you don't have to express it like me. Let it be quiet confidence. Let it be in you. Just take your damn passport, swipe on everything on you, go get my books, swipe anything. And then let God sort them out later. And then what you don't like when you swipe and see all of those messages that you have. And there's another trick that I wish I could tell you, but I'm saving for my Patreon that I found out today. And oh, I can't wait to get this to the Patreon. Some more gems on internet dating. Some more gems. The dudes that want wives. See, I'm telling dudes to get wives overseas. Oh, you thought I wasn't telling dudes to get wives? Not here in America. See, we never talked about wives overseas. Yes, I agree with that. Do I think you should bring her back here? Hell no. You seen my shark video? If you didn't see it, you need to go watch it. It'll never take a great white out. That woman's a great white. If you found her and she's a gem and jewel, she's a great white. And for you to take her out of her environment, See, there's a difference between a guard dog and a great white. A great white is a woman that you want to marry. A great white is a woman that you want to be with for the rest of your life. You could see yourself being with. Oh, you're going to mess with something on the side that she don't know about. You're going to probably go to gentlemen's clubs. You're probably going to go 9 states over because you know she can't travel. Cool, do that. Be smart. But you're going to go get you another little something on the side, right? But you're going to protect yourself, protect your lower member and all that. You're going to be protected so you don't get no diseases or anything to pass it to her, right? We cool with that, right? She don't know about it. You ain't trying to break her heart if you really feel her. She's a great white. That woman that you want to marry overseas, that woman, she's a great white. Why would you take a great white out of her environment when you're going to kill everything in her? See, that's the difference between your girlfriend overseas, right? A girlfriend or partner or wife, that's a difference. She's considered as a great white. She's not considered as a guard dog. See, you dudes missed the point of my video. A guard dog is just somebody who protects you, somebody you get along with, somebody that you vibe with, but you never put her in that upper echelon of women. But when she becomes a great white, that means you cherish what she thinks. You, even though you don't show it, you keep that secret. See, the difference between a great white and a guard dog, 2 totally different things. See, a guard dog you could take out of an environment. She's cool. But she will mimic the other dogs around. I wish I had one of my bombs right now. See, when you take a guard dog out of her environment, she's going to mimic what those other dogs do eventually. That's why you don't bring your guard dog to America, because in her environment, she's cool. But see, the difference between a guard dog and a great white. See, the dog will adjust to the environment. Let me tell you what a great white, it will die. Hold on, did you get that? A dog would adjust to that environment. Like when you bring your foreign women here, they change on you. Oh, I need to do a separate video on this. The difference between a guard dog and a great white. And I need to go in detail because I got some science behind this. See, a dog would adjust to the environment, and we don't mean this in a disparaging way, as an example. A dog would adjust to the environment. It will try to mimic the other dogs. Like a Chihuahua, if you put him in an environment of all dogs, Chihuahua going to be barking, acting tough at first, but eventually that Chihuahua going to try to mimic those other dogs. They're going to all be in unison. Same way you bring the woman here. But a great white, when you bring them out of the environment, they're going to live for a while. What it is, but eventually what it's going to do, die. So don't ever bring your foreign wife back to America. You're going to kill everything in her. Are you crazy? Are you bananas? Dudes don't drop this shit like me, bro, because they don't have it in them. It was meant for me to put it out there to the public, not them. Y'all want more gems, or let me know. I'll get off here if y'all want no more. See, I'm trying to get a great white, and I'm trying to have a guard dog in the same vein. I'm trying to have a guard dog, and I'm trying to have a great white. See, you only can have one great white, one. You can't have 2 or 3 of them. You can't. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Now, you can try where you have one in Brazil and then the other one way over in Philippines. Now, that's different. Now, that's different because there's separation. But you can't have 2 great whites in one country. You can't. Eventually, you're going to get found out. And you can't marry 2 women either in these countries. That's against their laws also. Many Arab countries, yes. Them Catholic countries, Catholicism, no. Oh, this vodka strong. Vodka today. Whenever y'all see this, you know it's vodka in here. So y'all still not saying, if y'all don't answer the question, I'm gonna just get off it. Do you want me to continue dropping gems, or y'all want me to get off? Let me know, fellas. This is so deep, I need to take this to Patreon. This stream was so deep. This vodka smashing. Smashing. Nobody answering? All right, I'm gonna give it one more minute. Y'all need to engage. Y'all so busy listening. Y'all worried about me teaching. I want y'all to engage also. Y'all need to be chopping it up with you, bringing questions. Y'all got to start doing that over this channel. I know y'all be locked into me going in. Black Chairman, what up, bro? They're sitting here chilling, trying to drop as many gems as I can. And I got 1,000 of them. Because I've studied this 10 times over. I come from Denmark, and I know many men here who have married a woman from Brazil and will think 70% have been divorced and will think, huh? I know Denmark, I know many men here that have been married for a woman from Brazil and will think, so you say, 70% of the women that went to Denmark have divorced Brazilian women? Of course, that's a westernized society. So of course they took them women out of their element. They took them out of their environment. So of course they're gonna get divorced. That's not anything new. I'm blessed, bro. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I was doing awful earlier. Y'all see it on the next, still got remnants of it. I'm about to go get something to eat though. All right. I want 1964 Henrik and over in Denmark to chop it up with you, bro. You got to tell me, what do you mean? I don't get that 70%. 70% of them have been divorced, if I'm hearing that clearly, because they took those Brazilian women out of their environment. If they would have went to Brazil and saved up their money, stacked their money, invested their money correctly, and left Denmark and went to Brazil, they'll still be married. I'm waiting on 1964. Come on, talk to me, bro. Talk to me. Because I want to hear those numbers correctly. The fellas are waiting. We all waiting to see your response. Take crabs out of the water, put them in a bucket. What happens? Same if you take a foreign woman out of her environment. But here's the difference. Let me just bring a difference to that. Here's the difference. The crabs are like that even when they spread out, where they get together, even in the water, even in the sea, the ocean, whatever you want to call it. They're like that even though they'll still claw and pull each other down even if they're in the ocean. See, that's the difference. But a great white, they swim separately. They're not going to be beefing with each other. They're not going to be trying to pull it. They swimming separately. Even if you put them in the same tank, they're going to be on the other side swimming freely. They ain't going to be beefing with each other because they're not enemies. Everything else is their enemy. You see great whites together swimming in the same water all the time. You see it all the time and they're not bothering each other. That's the difference between that and the crab. So I get your main point of all of that. I get your main point of all that, the environment. Yeah, so I get your overall point. Yes, they traveled to Denmark. Oh Lord, that's all of those guys' first mistake. That's their first mistake. Why in the hell would you take them out? You think I would ever bring Leia here? Fuck no. You think I would ever bring Sao Paulo here? Fuck no. You think I would ever bring anybody in Philippines that I met, Thailand? You think I would go to over there to Eastern Europe and say, oh, I love you, I'm going to bring you? Hell no. That's just, I don't know how dudes want to be with these women so bad that they don't understand environment matters. With anybody. Bro, if I put you in prison, if you're going to survive, you got to become, environment matters even for men. You got to sustain yourself and survive out there. You're going to get it in. But women are totally different. They don't have to do all of that. They choose to. Because it's in their nature to get acclimated to that society or try to fit in or come from what they've come to and feel like they... See, you guys don't understand. They got this term, hypergamy. What white men say hypergamy, what black men say hypergamy, right? So you got this term, hypergamy, hypergamy, whatever you want to use, right? And in that term, women, they always say, I've been hearing this for the last few months that I turned off the damn thing, because every time somebody send me a video, they send me a video with somebody mentioning this term, right? This phrase, this, you got somebody mentioning this, right? This word, right? And in that word, right, they say, oh, women date up, women date up, women date up. But here's the difference, what you never heard before, right? You're going to hear it now. Foreign women, when you move them from their country to your country, and it's a first world country and theirs was a third world or could consider as a second world, I don't know. Whatever it's considered, but it's not first world. They feel that these women feel that they need to date up on the country. Hold on. You see, you missed it. Women date up and look for the men that can take care of them, right? Foreign women look for the country that can take care of them in their families, that they can send money back to. See, that's the difference. So you talk about hypergamy, that's the difference. Foreign women, they're not looking for a man to date up. They're looking for a country to date up on or in. That's going to go right over you dudes' heads. They don't care about your ass once you bring them here. They don't care. They only care about the country. They say, yo, I moved up on the country. You think, oh, she still loves me. That's my wife. I brought her back here. No. They don't care about your ass and all the money that you have. They care about they dating up on the country. Y'all still want me to keep dropping gems or y'all want me to get off here? If y'all stop talking, I'm getting off. I'm getting off. So the moment y'all stop, I'm gone. I'm going to just click the live off. Jay Claude said they don't want to give up their home. Patrick, thanks a lot, man. Patrick out in Brazil right now. He just donated on the Cash App. They don't want to give up their home country lifestyle. Yup. Jay Claude, right? It's best to make money online in dollars and live overseas. That way you can stay in your power position. Yeah. Because if that term is real, if that real, and we see evidence of that, and there's research in that, scientific research on the hypergamy or hypergamy, right? Whatever you want to use, right? If there's research in that, and people have done the research, and you know that there's factual research, then you know they operate like that. Why would you take them out? Why would you relinquish your power position? Why? You're wanted, you're desired. This is what you always wanted in the States. And you get it in the country, and because it's not in the States, you feel awkward. Crazy to me. Crazy to me. 1964, Henrik said, women forget that when we visit their country, we are on vacation and the money we have is hard-earned money. I don't agree with that. I don't. It all depends on what category of a woman that they are. Now, okay, that's easier said. Okay, what's obvious don't need to be stated. You don't need to state the obvious, as they say, right? So I don't want to say that, but I had to say it because if I'm in disagreement with what you're saying, I got to put context in it, right? So with that, what you're saying, right? Women forget that what environment or how far of these women do they live from tourist areas? Do they live in the interior? The interior part of the country respect the men that are on vacation more so than the women that's closer to the tourist areas. Even the women that live in the tourist areas, the women that live closer to the tourist areas share the same mindset as the women that actually live in the tourist areas. But when you find these women away from major airports, see, you guys got to test these women by what airport they stay next to. Let me repeat. I'm giving you another gem. You got to judge these women or make your comparative research toward women, not other men and not things. Because I told you, comparison is the killer of all men. But there's certain circumstances where it comes in handy at, right? So you got to judge women on the airport that they stay close to. You never heard this before, and you're hearing it now. Judge women from the airport that they stay next to. Desire women from the airport that they stay next to. If it's a major airport, they're going to be less accommodating to you when you come in their country, which meaning that if they can get you to misuse your finances in their country, they're going to do it. Whether it's spending on them or their family or making it look like that woman is the top of the top in her little community. They're going to misuse your funds. But if you get a woman in the interior and they have less resources, they're going to guard your pockets. They're going to guard your pockets. If they stay an hour and a half away, that's better. If they stay an hour away, that's better because they can't afford those rides every time. They got to get on a bus to do it or find somebody to drive them. Or there has to be a yearly thing where they go an hour away. It's just not readily available to them. You guys got to put this in your minds, bro. That's why you're here listening to me, so I could break this down in context because I did years of research of this. Years. So when you want to talk about foreign women, come to me. Come to me. I ain't get my information from nobody. Because you never heard dudes say this on YouTube. So that determines what you'll think about your vacation or presence or not. I'm going on a date with someone who was on Marvy Pro Ridge. It is a good idea to date a celebrity. Come on, man. Is this dude trolling? All right. With that dumbass question, I'm gone.